Okay, good morning. It is Wednesday, April 27th, and we are looking at the E-mini. It's hard to look at, actually. Well, there you go. That's a bit better. It's hard to look at with the after hours and everything, the way it works here. So this is all after hours here. So where are we at? 9:30. Here's the open. Here's the open. Doesn't work as a reach. So we have to. So I believe the theory is kind of similar, right? Like it's not that you got to be the smartest person in the world. You just have to understand that we have this, grouping of volume, and then we have this grouping of volume, right? And right now we're right in between, right on top of this. So this is going to want to, this is a 30-minute chart, so it's going to want to do this for a little bit of time. Like the candles aren't going to produce as nicely as you would want them to do it right here. But either, it's not rocket science. It's either we're going to go up to try and get to the other side of this one, or we're going to try and go down to get to the other side of this one. This is historical. It's probably like a year and a half old, this profile here. So anyway, you know what I mean? It's going to go up where it's going to go down. So there's not like it's a lot of, like it's not mind boggling here what's going on here, right? So what I said yesterday, I think, was that, let me get out on a further out chart. No, that's not it. Sorry guys, sorry. Jump-ins. Yeah, so I think I said yesterday, if it, what would be the thing that screws people around the most, being Wednesday? I think if it came back up, it would probably throw a lot of people off, and that's what the market loves to do. It likes to fuck people around and make it more difficult than it needs to be, right? Because that's their job. They like to take your money. That's what they're here to do. So anyway, we're gonna wait for a setup because that's what I like to do. I don't like to just jump on. Got to be really careful here with this slow kind of grind kind of thing. This could really, especially if you don't have what do you call it, strong stop like tight, like not tight stops, sorry, solid stop, like stops in the order book. If you don't have your stop in play, like if you're trying to use a mental stop or if you're trying to martingale it, this may end up burning you big time, right? So you got to really be careful with. I have to be really careful with this pattern. But you also have to be really ready for when this thing cracks. And we could easily come back down here to this morning gap hole, if you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. It's just a little bit different. It's all the same, right? It's almost all the same. Maybe that's the problem. Do I have... Oh no, okay, so it sets the whole chart. Okay, perfect, so that's fine. Back to this chart. Might be best on... That's that 5-minute chart. I'll suck that over a little bit, maybe get a little tighter if we can. So, okay, so now we're at the bottom of this edge. And we're getting into this. This is the value zone for the last, say, 3 days, right? This is what I've got the last 3 days up on a 5-minute candle basis. So are we going to rotate now once we're into this? We'll see if it can chop here. Makes a difference. This is regular time, so it's not quite up there yet. And this is the extended hours. So same idea. Same idea. So are we going to rotate now? See, like right now, see, look at that. We're right in the middle of value here, getting drawn up to the POC. Which we're right on top of this POC, but this is this POC. It's a bit difficult, eh? It's not like it's easy to pick a decision. Once it gets going, though, that's the problem. You want to try and be early, but at the same time, it's like, fuck, it's hard. So after consulting a lot of charts, I don't know. I still don't know. I don't want to make a false call here. That's the other problem, right? So, oh, we broke that top. We'll see. I think it might go down short. But, and again, the rule of thumb is to try and take it at the top of the range which we don't really have yet. We do kind of have a range here. See these triple, quadruple tops? Be interesting to see if this whole thing, get on it, there you go. This whole thing sets. Now, if we can hold support here, maybe that'll be a long ride. Again, I'm not a really big fan of going long on this whole thing, but looks like long to me, right? This is all 1 minute charts here. Does look long, doesn't it? At least up to 42.12. Yep, there we go. There it goes. So, wait for the overextension, and then we get our edge. You also got to remember there's a ton of greed here from the last week, right? Because of all the sell-off here that we've had. That's not even all of it, really. Let's get out a little further. See all this sell-off? So there's a lot of greed that people are thinking this is a great deal, right? So that's what I was saying. If it could come back up to here, that would really throw people off, right? Because most people think it's going down from here. So that's an extension. If I've seen one there, that's a 1 minute extension. See, so I'd be almost tempted to get onto it short here. Let's wait for that. Pause it there, that's fine. Let's wait for that extension. Yeah, I'm just going to try and short this with 4 units. We're going to use a market order. Just going to wait for this to extend a little bit. See if I can catch it. Took it there. I'm going to take one off here. Hurry up. Trail that stop. 42.14.25. Hurry up. 42.14.25. Hurry up. Nice. Oh, we're gonna get stopped. Shit! Damn it. It's not the end of the world, but fuck. Okay, so that first one lot was $75, and those last 3 lots were $112. So not spectacular, but I mean, that's not bad to start. Totally looks like we made the right choice, though. Let's see if we can get a better view on that. That's a little bit. See, the one's really stretched out, eh? Look at that. So again, we're going to try for the extension pullback again. So we're going to let it do its thing. Did it do its enough? Oh, shit. Are we going to miss it again? No, I don't think so. I don't think it extended after the extension enough. Gotta be really careful here. Because it can just, this is one of those days it's going to want to rip your face off trying to go against the grain. So it looks like we made it to the other side of this curve, which is actually value, almost. Right? So are we going to come back? So we're rolling a top here. Take that right now. See, right at the wrong spot. Do you see that? Absolutely right at the wrong spot there. Shit. See how you, if you wait, you're late. If you wait, you're late. Should have taken it right about there. But again, no need to really panic. This will come back for us. Let's go on to this chart. I'm going to zoom in a bit more here. So 1 minute chart. This one's kind of, I'd like to stretch it a little. Just so we can get on to it. No need to panic quite yet. Again, there's a lot more patience involved. Yeah, no need to panic. We also have the 8 lots to work with, right? So we've only got 4 lots on right now. But again, this could come back and give us some profit here, right? So I'm going to close one right now. I don't know if it's the best way to do it. There's one. I'm going to trail that stop in at, it's probably a break even, 18 flat. Should probably take a buy limit there at 42.15.25. Buy stop 15.85, right? Or 15.75. Hurry up. We're gonna do 2 more of the 3 there, just in case. So we're just gonna try and back this up with some little more fancy footwork on the orders. There's one filled. Sorry, that would be 2 more filled. Yeah, 2 more filled there. So 1 on the first one, 2 on the second, and now we have 1 left with our trail stop. Would have been a hell of a lot better if we actually got the entry there correctly. God damn it. Yeah, so I've got that little pattern drawn on there, right? So is it going to want to race back up, which is probably our stop here to the other edge of this volume. Yeah, as you can see, I'm giving that trailing stop a lot of room here. I should have it down a little further, 42.16.25-ish. 42.17 even. 42.17. Our stop's at 42.18, so that's 4 fucking ticks off. Which is, what's that? That's 12.25, that's $50, right? $50 less of a profit. Now, if this starts to break down, we could start working on that too. Like, you could add to this position, right? If it starts to break down more from here. Well, and one of the, I've always had this problem with averaging into the order. It's actually going to bring our price down. So if our price is at, we're at 1875. If we were at 1875, that's going to want to drop us right down to the 17, right? So, like, you're losing profits, I believe. I don't know. It's better just to hold this position, because if this goes 100 ticks, that's another $1,200 with the 1 lot, right? So I don't know if it goes 100 ticks. I guess you'd be better with 4 lots, but it's a tough balance. And then now that it's chopping like this, you don't know which way it's going to go, really. This could be resilient and just want more here. This could be just a simple pullback that we're dialed in here in the morning, right? Like, it won't look like this in the afternoon. It'll look like, oh, look at that little pullback that everybody fucked up on, right? Like, that's what it'll look like. So you always gotta, like, this is what the experience comes with, the years of experience, is that over, like, right now it looks like something, but in the afternoon it's gonna look completely fucking different, because the chart will be different. It's just going to look different because it's all compressed. That's where it trapped a lot of people, or fooled a lot of people, sorry, to go short, and that's why it's wanting to take their money. So I had to go deal with some stuff, and looks like we got stopped out, which is probably fine, because it would have went all the way back to our price. Look at how it went all the way back to our price. Like, how uncomfortable was that? Sorry about that. So that first lot we took off was worth $250. The next 2 lots we took off just right a minute after there was $275, and then our final trail stop was worth $25 profit. And we're missing the fucking move. God damn it. I'm going to have to work on this. I don't really like that I have to do this in 30-minute increments. I guess it doesn't really matter because of the volume. So is this the VWAP bounce, or is this the VWAP breakdown? Excuse me. I've already broken through here. This is the regular hours, right? And this one's the extended hours. So is it going to continue to want to break down? So again, we have to look at it in a way that gets us. So I'm going to zoom in a bit, because we don't need that much chart to get our profile correct. See how we got all that above there? So we don't even need that either. So there's the profile. Can I even get a little closer? Okay, so now we're coming into this high node. So we should see a little bit of chop here. I'd prefer it to come back up. This is an extended hours. This is 5-minute extended hours, sorry. That's not what I want to do there. Sorry, there's regular hours. So add a value on the regular hours. I think the extended hours are better, to be honest with you. We're coming at a value though, right? And we're into the peak, so are we going to want to travel to the other side of this, kind of value, this curve? Are we going to want to see the bottom of that curve? Doesn't really line up with anything. I can't quite, yeah, let me get a number on that. 73. 73. It's kind of similar on the 5-minute. 73 on the bottom of that node. So yeah, I can see it. Shit, the analysis makes you fucking analysis paralysis. You could have just got that. Look at this. See, and this is probably, that's another 60 fucking ticks. I think this is what the problem is, right? Like people are, and then now they're trying to jump in, and this is when it's going to want to reverse, and then they stop out, and then it's exactly the battle. So there's the exact reverse. So there's my training, right? It's don't chase. Let me put that up, right? This is back to the old small cappers, don't chase. Next one is don't do anything stupid. My read is a little off today. I don't know why, but it is. It is. So it's good to identify that. Coming into this first deviation here. This is the 5-minute, so it's like almost the exact same chart, right? But it's I'll just move that over, sorry. So that deviation's a little further down on this chart, so that's fine. Blown right through VWAP, blown right through VWAP. Is this the bounce? Very well could be. So, no, it's not. It's a ripper. It's a ripper. Man, you could make a lot of money in this market if you were pretty good at it. Shit. Fuck. So the question is, do you take a long trying to get a bounce off of this? This could be the play for that, but I don't know how to get into it. I guess we're waiting for a pullback and then go, but maybe the W pattern? Again, I'm not very good at that. I don't like it. So was that a pullback or was that a lower low? See what I mean? Like I don't like it. And I guess maybe you're trying to shoot for that little, I don't know. Like if you could have got it, I guess there's 13 ticks or 10 ticks right there. But god damn it, look at this thing go. It's starting to be disheartening. It's good when you can get it, but I mean it's not good when you don't get it. That's kind of pissy. Okay, so interesting. So this is yesterday's value zone. And it's completely, it ran both sides of yesterday's value zone, and now it started in the morning. Where's the 9 o'clock? So after hours is right here, right? Here's your mid after hours. This is all after hours. Never mind. Sorry. So this is yesterday's value zone. So yeah, we just actually, wow. Actually, we ran the whole thing perfectly almost, eh? That's awesome. So it ran the whole value zone, up and down. It's interesting. So now where? Now where? Way down here, maybe. So potentially that could be the bounce trap right there, right? So I guess we're looking for a pullback, and then we want to take it long. It's crazy too, because like before you know it, oops, that wasn't the right chart. No, that wasn't it either, sorry. Before you know it though, we run deviation to deviation. Do you see that? Look at deviation, deviation. Same chart, right? It's just a 5-minute version. Deviation, deviation. Before you know it, it happens that fast. There was the little pullback. Is that, that's not even, is that a pullback? That's not a pullback. I want to reclaim this whole fucking thing and then maybe start from 41.72 here. But again, we're getting into a decision point here. I think it, you know, you could take it short from here to here, but you don't know if it's really going to want to break high. See, and you should feel really uncomfortable. So, like, people are going to want this to break out. I think we're going to call that overextension. We're going to sell it when we get a chance here. Come on now, don't. Give me something. I missed it. Yeah, I might have missed that. Shit. Damn it. Damn it. We missed that. So, now is it a buy off this bottom? Or are we going to take a short from... God damn it, see? Good call. Good thesis. Good idea. But I'm not going to chase that from here. I'm going to think that I want to take support down here, and then we'll take it long. This is such a back and forth battle here, man. And if you're off timing, if your timing's off at all, like, you should be able to rhythm this, like, not like any type of special rhythm. It's just down, up, right? You know what I mean? Like, see, and then what? You take it long. See, I'm not a big fan of that, but there's a good move. Look at that, good move. Beautiful move. Look at that, breaking out to higher highs now. Now, do I take a short again because it's going to get rejected here? That's a good question. And I would take this for maybe not a big amount. Let's go 4. Let it pull back. Let it do its shakeout. Shakeout, take it now. Taking it now. Gonna want to just probably liquidate position here. Probably fairly quickly because you don't really know what the fuck is going on. Kind of was in profit there for a second, eh? Partial close, 2 units. 2 units, shit, we missed it. There we go, 2 units off right there. Trailing that stop. 81 flat for now. Should probably take another one off just because it's fucking... Fuck it. Yeah, leave it. There we go. There we go. So, 4 units off. Done all right quickly. Then we'll wait and see if it actually reclaims the whole thing with the one. It all happens like within a minute, right? You got to be pretty quick with this. Not that you didn't have to be quick with the small caps, but you had to be pretty quick with this too. So that was pretty nice. We didn't get shaken out there. That was pretty good. Now, would you reload on this to get... I'm not a big fan of reloading. You got your position. That's it. Let her break down from here. You know, we could give it a go. Fuck it. It just gives us a little more room so we can take off another 4. Right, stop loss now at the 71 now. 71.5, right? That's our break even. Well, $5 loss, $5 profit. 7025. 705 is fine. So that worked out. Kind of a little bit, you know, threw our price down the tube a bit, but I mean, we're breaking down into lower lows, right? 67.5 now. 67.5. Right. See, we're just about to fill this gap here too. That's another thing that's just good for. You can see that, right? That's that intraday after hours gap. Deviations coming up. Regular hours deviations coming up. I should probably take those little arrows off so you can see into this a little bit closer. So there, we're deviation. This is the 5 minute. We're right at the bottom of value. Can I get any other type of information here? Back down to like a low of yesterday. It's kind of a low node. This high node here, it might want to kind of battle with that, eh? Now, why would you leave any more profit on the table than you needed to? So I'm going to say 64.50. 64.50 now. Right? Kind of wish you had kept some more of the position on now. Jumpins. Looks like it's getting halted. What the fuck? Is it getting halted or? Computer's running pretty hard here, but I mean, I'd definitely be taking 61.50s now. 61. Just another, what the hell was that? That's another 3 points. 3 points. That's a lot of money. Oh, and there's the stop out. So, not whatever, right? Like that was fine by me. Okay, so let's go through it. So, we shorted at 26, right? Then we took the first one off, which was sorry, that was the first two lots off for $250 profit. Then we took one more share off, or one more lot off for $87.50, right? So that means we're at 3 lots. Then we added. This is where we added the 4 more lots to that. So that means we had 5 lots, and then I took the 4 lots off almost instantly for a $620 win. And then our last final trailing stop was a $480 win. So I'm kind of interested in this one here. When we added to it on the way down, we did get a shittier price, but at the same time, I'll measure all that. Okay, so that was 77 ticks with 1 lot, which would be $962. Although we did it with the other way, and we actually made 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like the exact same amount. That's interesting. But this way was a lot stressfuler, and we would have had yeah, huh. Actually, double checking that we actually made $200 more by doing it by adding to the position there. We actually made $200 more. So was that worth the stress of bringing that price down? So wow, what a reaction after we've got out of the move. Wow. Again, we're good candidates for saying reverse position. So, are we going to go with the same idea and say this was overextended again and go short again? I don't know. Overextension or calm before the storm? I have a feeling that it's gone and did its thing twice now, so I think it would actually be a calm before the storm. I think we're going long from here, but I'm not really good at it. I'm not very good at it, but the only way to get better at it is to do it. I'm going to close a couple of these. Give me a second. Close that. 87.50. $87.50 on the long. There we go. Stopped out. Now, did I do it wrong? Probably. So, 175 on the first 2 lots, and then on the final trail stopped, $75 for that. Would we have gotten filled on the... Now is it extended? Because of that last little bit of a move, right? I was thinking, would we have gotten filled on the reverse position? But I mean, that's really tricky work, man. So back to Back to VWAP, back to point of control. Are we going to push through it and get to this high node, which is just not much higher? It's a good possibility. There's that push. So a small breakdown and then again long. See, I can't. Not good at it. And then it's doji candling here. We got about 5 seconds to go here on that candle. So this might be the reverse. Oh, now it turns into a hammer. See that? Do you want to take that small pullback? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Right there would have been probably, right about now or something like that. Might have been a good entry for a short. Probably wanted to get ready to take profits off like at any point now. Right about there. Probably take off a couple. Trail that stop in now. It's really tight moves. I really don't know if I'd want to do that because look at that. You're probably stopped out right there. So there you go. And then it actually fooled you, right? Because you really wanted to get like this price way up here. But see, you look at double red candle now. A little bit of a doji reversal. There we go. Look at that one. That one candle there. Look at that reverse candle on that. And now look at what it's off to the races on that. That's interesting. See that buying there? That was interesting. Spread cat wasn't on there. We could hear the tape rundown. Well, he's much better at the tape than a lot of people. So we really didn't get that pullback that I was thinking we should get to the VWAP, but I mean, this takes time. Maybe this could still be. I'm a little close up most of the time. So a bigger picture to do this is actually the now that I'm looking at it, this is actually the double Dutch VWAP touch. So I want it to go up a bit back to the VWAP, and then high a day or better, right? So we'll see if that works. It needs to take time though. I like to take time. And then, kind of like, 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Like, I like it to stall around there. Yeah, I like it to stall around. Okay, so I set a limit order in there just to prove the point. It also has a stop loss attached to it. It's just right underneath it. It's just so this, if it touches, it's just to prove the double Dutch. And we very well could have missed it there. Again, we're going to try and be patient with this. Hopefully that, I just don't want to take a lot of loss on it, to be honest with you, right? And that might be a little bit low. VWAP's at 90.50, our order's at 90.25. Oh, let me see the bottom of that candle. Low 90.75. So 90.50 was still there. Like, this could just push through and just take money from you. I'm not a big fan of the, I'm not a big fan of the limit order. That's for damn sure. So there it got filled, but is it going to want to continue to push through and take our money? See? Again, stupid. Again, there you go. There's a $150 loss because of that, right? But it's still, we're looking for the double Dutch. There you go. There's the proof. $150 loss on a stupid play. Trying to do a limit order. And meanwhile, it looks like it's going to work. What a fucking pain in the ass. So there was the pullback, see? So I want it to hold here, and this is actually where I want to take it, as I normally would. I would take it at 93. So I'm actually going to take it long here at 93. Taking it long. Taking it long. And this one here you could kind of hold. 92.25 would be our stop. 92. So we got a $50 loss there if it comes back to that. So that's just about as reasonable as you can get, right? Like without having to get stopped, shook out. I don't really want to get shook out on this. This is a bigger plan, a bigger play. Shit! Damn it! That one pissed me off because that's $25 loss for no real reason. Well, it almost was good that you were wrong when you were wrong, but it was kind of, yeah. See, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm not a big fan of a lot of these. Wow, so timing. Always timing, eh? Look at this. 1 fucking minute was 60 ticks? Is that right? That one candle was 60 ticks. From 87 to 97 would be 10 points. 10 points. 87 to 97 to 07. Holy jumpins. I guess so. But anyway, VWAP double Dutch didn't work. It's still hovering the line. Long story short, right? It's still hovering the line. So what are we doing? What did he tell us? He said they would grab a static, and look at how it's going between the edge of here and the edge of here, and now we've got a range. So let me get over to here. This is not the greatest, but I mean, well, where's that range? Yeah, okay, so the range is from like 10:45 on, okay? So 10:45 on. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so again, when we get to the edge of these ranges, it's going to want to, when there's your point of control, it's always going to want to get sucked back to that. I guess one of the real questions I might have is how do you know when it's going to want to break out of this to get to the next profile over here, right? Now are we just going to run back down into this zone? The VWAP's going to slow it down. But yeah, like it's just suggesting that we're coming back down into, this is lower, this is higher highs and higher lows, right? So if we can get back down to 90.25, that would convince the lower low. We do have that right there, that little signal that might hold it up, right? That might hold it up to make that the new higher low, which makes sense. I don't like trading this chop. That's just me. But I'm sure this is probably where tons of money is made. Distribution, this is where the bigger buyers and sellers are trying to get rid of their product. They're happy to do business at this level. So really all, as a retail trader, you're just trying to grab onto their move. And it's almost like the institutional guys, they don't care about the money as much as you do. You got to think, they're getting paid. They're getting paid a salary. They're getting paid whatever. And realistically, yeah, they care if they lose money for the client, but really, do they? They don't, right? Because at the end of the day, they know that they can make the money back, right? So really, it's like, hey, it's Tom's day to make money. Okay, good. So I'm going to sell all my parts into Tom, and then tomorrow's Bill's day, and Tom's going to sell back to Bill, and it's just like this. It's just a nonsense carousel and then they trap all of you retailers into paying for it all, right? Like I've said it before too. It's like they try and catch the other guy sleeping. Like if Tom and Bill were trying to battle each other here, and they were like, yeah, look, Tom went to the bathroom, right? So Bill was like, boom, and he hammered into him. And then Bill's guys are like, oh shit, oh fucking, right? And I'm like, yeah. And then you got retailers, compounding the problem with smaller orders. So still chopping, still grinding. We could extend our thing now. Right at the top of this edge, are we going to get pulled back to to everything? Look at it. It wants to come back to this. And seeing as it got rejected up there, see how it wicked up? It was a hard sell off. I think we can get back to VWAP here. I'm just gonna pretend that we are gonna try and take that trade because realistically, I just don't want to. I think it's a little too dangerous. And will it? I don't know if what they call it, but is it excess? It might go through VWAP a bit, right? Um, maybe not through. Yeah, well, it could go through VWAP a bit. Yeah, sure. Right to the other side, not by much. Then it might want to do a bit of a channel dance here again at VWAP and point of control. So wait and see if that works out, but it's a little too tight for me. I don't like it. So this is where the regular trading hours and the extended trading hours come into play. So now we're coming up to the regular trading hours point of control versus the extended hours point. Oh, it's pretty much at the same place. Never mind. I thought we were looking at something different. So this is the extended hours. Am I missing something? Maybe the deviations. It's actually acting really close today for some reason. This is regular hours. This is extended hours. Huh. So it's acting really close today. So I'm kind of confused from the other day. That's just the 5-minute trade. Just kind of confused from the other day because it really wasn't running the same, which is really kind of interesting. So now we're running back up to retrace this 30-minute candle. Once we got down to, it seems like that high volume node, it just kind of said, no, that's enough. It's kind of like this here too, right? See that? So then it reversed. Interesting. So now what? Where are we? So we can get to the top of this high volume node again, which is the beginning of the day, basically. Beginning of the day, high day, probably, right? So can we get there? Are we going to get there? Yeah, this is a complicating day for me. Not my finest work, that's for sure, but that's okay. So you got to be really friggin' quick, right? Like basically, what he was suggesting was that you got to the bottom of this, it's gonna want to go back to the top, and really, you just would have got it. Um, seven ticks or something. So you could have got bang bang bang. Could have scalped out 2 or 3 ticks there, maybe. Right, like just give or take. I don't know if this is gonna want to push further than here, because this is where it starts to get tough, especially when you start to get this flat top pennant kind of thing going on here, right? With a little bit of a reclaim fuck around here, and we're at 11:40 p.m. So, or a.m. Sorry. So the timing of the day could be a little bit funky too, right? Or the breakdown. He's suggesting that you take it now long to catch that range. It's a tough one. It's going to want to shake you out. It's going to want to shake you out of here, that's for sure. It's also going to want to break down from here too, because if the range is broken, or if it's that's why I have a problem with range play, is that it the longer it goes on, the more I can't fucking get it, and I can't get onto it early enough. So right now is the time to take it long. Only got 2 contracts on. I really only wanted to get to the 12 here. I'm just going to close that right now, the full thing. Perfect. Done. Good thesis, good plan. So that was if you were to put a box on that. Let me pause this for a sec and then I'll get it. I messed that up a bit, but I mean, this was the tool that I was looking for, I think. So like basically, right? So anyway, it's not even the right tool, but it was saying the midpoint, right, of the channel, and that's all I was kind of going for there. The midpoint of the channel. But look at that, it retraced the whole channel. Interesting. Interesting. That's interesting. So, where was that chart? So we can look at that a little closer again. So it came down. Let's just retrace the whole thing. I don't know if I can do it with that chart package. think we might have to be a little bit closer up. Yeah, and this trend, or whatever you want to call it, this deviation kind of thing, it's really interesting because it actually works pretty reasonably. It might go through it by a tick or two. That's what, or yeah, compass. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I mean, it definitely kind of gives you a little picture of it. This is a 5 second chart all dialed right the fuck in. So I guess the problem I see with that is that you have to keep drawing. You got to keep extending. Anyway, let's look at the two share or two lot profit there of $150 on that last move there at 1140. You know, and it almost seems to me like that top got rejected enough times that it didn't. You know what I mean? It just didn't. Can't hold that, right? So now it's going to want to kind of peel back, maybe to VWAP. I'd have to see. Maybe not. Jumping. See how it's trickier than all tricky gets, right? I guess what starts to get me is that your bias gets changed. That's what these videos are so long. Your bias can get changed here quickly. So now I really do feel like it doesn't really want to do like any type of bounce. I feel like it's going to want to drop back in. I don't know. I don't know why my bias can get changed that easily, but for some howdy who it does. Like I'm suggesting, if it doesn't want to crack out of here, which it's doing, like it's stalling here. Let's get that lower low. Do you take it on a risky cowboy move? Do you take it on a risky cowboy move? And if we do, should you use a bigger size? Let's see if it has a little reaction here. Pushing. Big push up. Lots of volume up. One more little. Tape seems to be speeding. I'll take it short right there. Got a reclaim. Fall. No, it's more than a reclaim now. You'd have to be really quick to take it off there, man. You'd have to be right on that flat button. Now, did I make a mistake, right? See? Shit. It reclaimed, and then I almost knew it right there. I should have cut it. But, again, I don't really think there's any need to panic. I don't think there's a need to panic here. I think we will still fall down. Realistically, if we can hold for a good portion of this, you're going to get paid big time here if we can get onto this. Let's just wait and see. Hopefully it collapses. There, we have enough time left into it. So you always get spooked, right? So you watch this double bottom now. I'd almost want to take some off now, right? See that? Look at how it's fucking me around. So close to lunchtime too, right? 10 to 12. I don't know if that means anything. Big selling there. If it reclaims this, then you're in trouble. If it reclaims that selling, you're in big trouble. I would say we get a stop in there at 4208. 4208. See, it just tested it. It's actually 8. See how it's doing it to you? 875. Every tick is like a lot of money. Yep. Now we've got it in 150 stop loss. Realistically, that stop now is at 4206. 4206. Don't really want to get stopped out on this. 4206.75, that's about right. The real question is, are you going to trail that stop in and get screwed a bit too much? I'd almost say 4206. We're right at the same spot. 4206.75. You know, this is maybe where I've got to start to learn what I'm doing, is to You know, you almost want to take one off here to ease the trouble. I'm thinking we should take one off here to ease the trouble. I'm going to close one off here just to ease the pain. There's a good spot. I don't know if we got that, but... and then I'm going to say if it breaks above 05... 675. See, if it breaks above 05, you should probably just cut it. '05. Now I think we should leave the rest of it to roll on to VWAP target, which is also our midpoint. I'd like to take some more off at that point. I'm going to trail that stop in a little bit tighter probably at that point as well. Now I guess we could extend this and see what it says for now. See that? Way below the band. I don't know what that means. Back to VWAP. We should get a chop in here, right? That's what we're suggesting. That's that 5 minutes, sorry. Yeah, we should get a chop in here, right at the bottom side of this profile, right? We've got our stop in here. So we're just sitting back now. We're just sitting back. Well, it's definitely coming back against you here. So again, another good question is like, why are you letting it come back to your price when you could have taken some more of the profit off? And it's like, well, because I think it's going to VWAP, right? And it's like, well, that's stubborn because if it comes back to your price, you could take it back to VWAP, couldn't you? That's what I'm saying about the laziness. You feel like you're like, well, I got the good position and right? Now, I did step away there for like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, but yeah, like both those green candles. Um, but anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. So if you're up right now quite a bit, wouldn't you think you should take maybe one more off because you think it's coming back to you? So let's quickly do that because you think it's coming back to you, right? Like, fuck it, take more profit there before you get stopped out. Because if it doesn't stop you, that's fine too, but ticks are kind of, this is a little bit sloppy. The ticks aren't as good as I'd like them. And look at that. Lo and behold, you take it off at the wrong spot. Always wants to shake you out. Like, always. Like, I feel like I should take more off here and then watch it plummet down to VWAP. If it breaks above this spot, we're definitely going to get stopped out because it's just going to want to push hard. Yeah, there you go, right? See that push hard? And this is where you could get the failure point because now it could actually return back on you. But that's that common breakout push, at least that I've noticed. Okay, so the entry at 1150, so 1153 we took one lot off for 375 profit. Then we kind of got a little spooked. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Look what it's doing. 58, so 8 minutes into the trade. Then we got $212 more profit, and then a little bit. So what's that? That's 10 minutes into the trade. We did a final trail stop as $275. But you dirty son of a, and it went and it went down. I can't believe that. That is, I can't. What do you mean? I can't believe that? No, that's exactly how you believe it. You understand that it put me underwater. Not, it didn't put me underwater. It actually just popped my stop perfectly. It knew it was there almost. Well, obviously it did. But they took it, and then once it didn't break past that point, it didn't quite get to the VWAP. Didn't quite get to the. Or see, did actually there. Here's the real time 94.25, VWAP's 94.50. Oops. 94.25, 94.50. So it actually went through VWAP. Didn't happen in the manner in which I wanted it to. Okay, yeah, I could almost have sensed that was going to happen after it was like working and working and working and working, and it just didn't want to make it any higher, and it just collapsed. Collapsed. But look at the reclaim. on the reclaim of the reclaim. Like, some of it's upsetting to miss, but at the same time, it's like, holy moly, man, you can get your face ripped off here really quickly. I don't know, I kind of lost my edge. It kind of went a little bit volatile on me. And I haven't been able to get another trade off on it, and it's been a little bit choppy at the same time, so I'm just sitting here kind of tracking, waiting, I guess, for a proper entry. Well, there you have the old, if you don't think VWAP is a thing, I don't know, kind of went through it, kind of didn't go through it. Super interesting, eh? Where's that one with that? Oh yeah, so what's this one? This was it, but the band is gone. See, our trend. That's interesting though, eh? Look at that. Looks really good. You can almost do it like that. I guess it makes it bigger, eh? What do we get if we do this? Upward trend on the day. Where is that? That's only back to 11 o'clock, so let's change that to... There's 9:30, so there's the whole day. 9:28, sure. Upward trending. Interesting. Powerful tool, man. Powerful tool. Look at it bounce off of it right now. Look at it. Out of no, like it's like thin air. But look at it. It's interesting. That's like thin fucking air, dude. Now what's it gonna do? So okay, so who cares? It did the initial, right? Like once, maybe not. But I don't know. You'd have to further analysis, years of further analysis. It's like I almost double dog dare you to not take this trade when it gets to the bottom here for a long. Like I don't even. Let's roll it out. Like, and there's VWAP. Like, what the fuck, right? I'm guessing it's wrong. It's right until it's wrong. Yeah, like if it can't hold here, man, it's gonna go further down, I'm assuming. It's not the best chart. Shit. Look at that move we missed, man. That's big time. Let's move that over. Still hasn't changed, right? This one probably has. Not much. So, it's interesting. What do you do, eh? There's got to be a bounce coming in here soon. I'm not good at taking it, though. A little bit of a stall there. See that stall? There was that quick shove down, but is it going to be reclaimed? See, it's not. Just started that next candle. Is it going to reclaim here? Shit, we might be missing it. Take it now. I don't want to close this quick, probably. Yeah, you're to probably have closed that a little quicker. This might burn you now. Oh no. Not to panic. So it's going to be 3 o'clock here in about 30 seconds. 3 p.m. Should probably take some off here once we get up into it. Contemplating Martingale in it right now. Martingaling. That's exactly what we're going to do. Little martingale, get back into profit here and close a bunch. And I'm going to close like 6. Quickly. Now we're going to trailing stop loss. 94. Hurry up. 94.75. 94. We're gonna get stopped right there. Oh yeah. But look at that, we got out of it. That's beauties. Good job, man. So that first one, which was 6 lots because we added to the position, was worth 300, and our like trailing stop thing for the last 2 lots was worth $50 profit. And I mean, you got to be really. It's not like that was an easy move. That was really pretty difficult to actually. You have to be. You got to practice that, man. Or not. You don't have to practice it, but don't try it if you're not going to. Yeah, it's a hard thing to do, right? So I wouldn't suggest doing that if you aren't experienced. Yeah, because that potentially right there, that would be close to a margin call on a $10,000 account or something, especially with the 8 units. Yeah, like it has to follow it. That's crazy though. It's outside of it now, and now we're at the midpoint of this. So if it gets beyond the midpoint, would you take it long? Do you see how it's got a couple of things working for it there? We're also working off that first deviation and the center point of this. So is it going to want to come racing back to the... I guess we kind of missed that chop zone, right? The chop zone could happen here on the high volume, I suppose. It is where they would want to do business, I would think. It's just the difference between after hours and regular hours. We'll have to get that figured out. This one's chopping on the same kind of area, right on the edge of that value zone. See if we can get anything from this. Oh, the middle of the day is kind of like VWAP, right? Or we want to get back down into this higher volume. Well, seeing that it's like 3:15 p.m., the bottom could drop out of this, but I mean, I just don't like to not have enough time to be able to react to something, so we might call it here for the day. And with that, I'm going to say like, share, subscribe, because that's truly how you're going to get your high fives. Oh, oops. Yeah, sorry, we did the, all the math. I can't fucking believe it, man. $3,612.50 of profits today, and they're all here for you in real time every time, because it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it, man. And we're taking the profits in real time with execution mindset and decent. We're working on it, trade management. So like I said before, like, share, subscribe, because I'll give you the high fives. I'll give you the high fives for that. Till the next bounce, everyone.